This is a chair yoga class, which is ideal for anybody who can't stand or who possibly lacks the mobility to do the standing poses in yoga. This gives you an option and a modification of those poses by doing them seated. This is also a lovely thing to do if you are somebody who is seated for much of the day. So just taking a few minutes out from work, taking a break, and doing a few movements, a few poses, loosening up, and then getting back to the task at hand. Okay, so it's going to be quite short, something that you can just fit into 15 or 20 minutes. All right, so start off on your chair. Ideally, you want a chair that's quite hard and stable, like a dining room chair. That's what I have here. However, if you are at work and you only have your office chair, then just work with what you have. So first of all, let's just get our minds right. We'll do a very brief meditation. So just rest your hands on the tops of your thighs, your feet sort of hip width apart. Roll the shoulders back. You're sitting up nice and tall in your chair, so you're not slouching and leaning against the back of your chair. Sitting upright and drawing up through the spine. Nice long spine head towards the ceiling. Relax those shoulders, eyes closed, and bring the focus to the breath as we breathe in and out of the belly. Feel that belly expand as we inhale, deflate as we exhale. Just allowing the mind to slow down, coming into the right space, letting go of everything that we've been doing up till now. It'll still be there when we're finished. Just take this time to be mindful, to be present, and take this time for you. Notice how the mind's beginning to slow down. As you set your intention, and for the next few minutes, you will focus on the breath and on your movements, and you will be kind to yourself. Slowly open the eyes. Okay, let's bring our right arm overhead to the left ear. Now actually take your middle finger and hook it on the inside of your ear. It's a little bit difficult for me. I have my AirPods in. And take your left hand and just gently hold the seat of your chair and draw that neck towards the right. So you're actually wanting to pull with this right hand up in a diagonal direction. So we're lengthening through the side of the neck. We're not pulling the ear down to the shoulder. We're pulling the crown of the head up towards the corner of the room. Breathe. Feel that lovely lengthening along the left side of the neck. Inhale, exhale, and release. Take that right hand and just gently bring that head back up and swap sides. So right hand down to the seat of the chair, left arm overhead. Hook that middle finger into that ear. Give yourself a bit of traction and then draw that neck up in a diagonal direction. Crown of the head pointing towards the corner of the room. Breathing, lengthening. Inhaling, exhaling, releasing the hand, bringing it to the left side of the head, and gently bringing that head back up to neutral. Now take your hands, link them, and bring them behind the head. And exhale as you bring that neck, or that chin rather, in towards the chest, lengthening up the back of the neck. Don't collapse through the spine. You're just bending through the neck, so we're not rounding the spine at all. Lovely lengthening through the back of the neck and just down between the shoulder blades. Breathe. Release the hands, and you can bring your hand to the forehead. Gently bring that head back up to neutral. And now placing the hands on the knees and dropping the back of the head backwards. Bringing the chin jut forward, so we're stretching here along the front of the neck, the throat. You can open and close the mouth just to stretch out these muscles. And release the jaw. And slowly bring that head up to center. Very nice. Let's do a few modified cat-cow poses. So inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, rolling back, emptying the lungs, navel to spine, shoulders rolled forward. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last time. Come back up to neutral. Very nice. Right hand to the outside of the left thigh and hook this left arm around the back of your chair. Grab a nice hold of it. Inhale and exhale as you twist that body around to the left. Exhaling, emptying the lungs. Inhale, straightening up. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, straightening. Last time. Exhale, twisting. Inhale as you come back to center, placing that left hand on the outside of the right thigh, right arm over the back of the chair. Exhale as you twist around to the back. Inhale, straightening the spine. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, twisting. Inhale as you release and straighten back to center. Very nice. So a really good thing to do is maybe keep a cricket ball to hand somewhere in your desk drawer or carry it around with you. And just use this, take off your socks and shoes, place it on the ground and actually roll your foot over the ball. So this is a really, really good way of releasing those fascia that run along the sole of the foot. And especially if you do wear high heels or any kind of smart shoe, your feet will thank you for this. So with the leg cross, let's start with the ankle and the foot. Now, I always speak about in the classes about pressing down at the big toe and spreading your other toes as wide as possible. And that's quite difficult for most of us because we do wear shoes all the time. So just encourage your toes to become wider and encourage the foot to become wider. And what I like to do when I put my cream on my feet after my shower is actually weave your fingers in between your toes. It's extremely uncomfortable at first. You can also use those toe spreaders that they use for pedicures, which is also quite uncomfortable at first. But use your fingers and really start to get those toes to separate away from each other. Encourage that broadness in the foot. So with your fingers in between all your toes, begin rotating your foot in a circle, breathing all the time. And then change direction. and then release the hand. And you should be feeling a nice sort of loosening here on the outside of the hip. But let's increase that stretch. You can press down on the knee, the inside of the knee, just above it with the left hand. And you'll feel that opening starting to move across the front of the thigh. And hold it there if you like. Or if you'd like to increase the stretch, inhale. And as you exhale, bring that chest down towards that shin, the shoulders back and the chest open. Continue pressing down with that left hand. Breathe. So this is a lovely version of a pigeon pose, a nice seated pigeon pose that you can do at your desk throughout the day. Inhale, sit back up, and let's change the cross of our legs. So bring the right leg over the left. And again, just weave those fingers in between all of the toes, getting them nice and wide. And try and do this every day when you are putting cream on your feet. Just really work those fingers between the toes and start to rotate that foot. Breathe. And change direction. And release the hand. And again, feel this nice opening in the hip. And we can begin pressing down on that knee, opening that hip slightly more. Stay there if you're happy to stay there, if that's enough for you. Otherwise, inhale and then exhale, bringing that chest down towards that shin, shoulders back, chest open. Breathe. And sit up and uncross the legs. From here, let's open our legs nice and wide so that the knees are open and we're getting this nice opening of the hips. Hands just to the inside of the knees and begin pushing them out. Open the shoulders, or open the chest rather, drop the shoulders. Breathe, long spine. Inhale and exhale. And I'll take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, slide those hands down the insides of the feet and come forward. And press those elbows now on the inside of the knees, forearms to the insides of the calves. And you're opening those knees even more now. And then drop the head. Really opening up through those hips. These hips that get really tight from sitting. Let's try and loosen them up a little bit. Breathe. You can stay here if you're happy to. Otherwise, bring your arms, clasp your elbows, and let your arms just hang down as you drop that head down, lengthening, breathing. Release the elbows, bring the hands to the ankles, and sit up. Bring the feet back. Place your hand on the seat of your chair and bring your right arm alongside the ear. And you're going to lean across to the left. At the same time, twist and gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe. Use this left hand for support. You can really lean on it. Inhale, back to center, and let's change sides. Leaning to the right, and then twisting, bringing that gaze up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale back to center and bring that arm down. Open those knees up again and bring the arms out to the side. Really open the chest, drop those shoulders down, breathe, open the chest. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring this right arm to the inside of that right leg, pushing with the back of that arm to open up that hip and turn that gaze up towards the ceiling. Try to open the chest, open the shoulders. Inhale as you come back up to center, and then exhale as you come down to the other side. So the inside of the left arm is pushing out on that left leg. Gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale. Coming back up to center, bringing the arms down and bringing the knees together again. Let's do one more stretch. We'll try stretch out the flexors. So come so that you'll side onto your chair and place this right leg in front of the chair and extend your left leg out behind you. Use the side of this chair for support and bring your weight down onto this right leg. And now start working this left hip forward so that you are bringing it in line with the side of the chair. I feel this left flexor starting to stretch and release. Draw that navel in towards the spine so that we don't have too much pressure on this lower back. Breathe. Inhale as you rotate on the chair and then face the opposite direction, extending that left leg out behind you and start working that right hip forward. Engage that right glute. Bring that navel towards the spine and feel that left or the right flexor rather beginning to stretch and release. So that brings you to the end of your chair yoga class. Take a few moments just to sit here, reconnect with that breath. Set your intention for the rest of your day. Feeling a bit looser, breathing a bit better, and perhaps being a little bit more mindful. Enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.